Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps of Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas's offense will get the first crack at it here. The Lone Star State has a ton of rivalries, but this one outshines all the rest.
Yeah, the three of us have had an opportunity to call this game in the past, and you can just feel the tradition when these two teams take the field, right, David? You got the 12th man, you got Bevo. This is special.
Yeah, you got one side that thinks they're way better than the other side thinks they're way better. I'll let you decide which one thinks which, but every year, no love lost.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off play action on first down. Using the quick game. Smokey the Cannon was firing the last time these two teams met as Texas pulled out a close one.
You know, when winning teams win a rivalry game like this, they get the bragging rights. That just seems like it's magnified in this state, though. That was a huge win for Texas a year ago.
Wait a minute, you mean everything's bigger in Texas? We've never heard that before. Obviously, when you beat the Aggies in a rivalry game, the bragging rights run deep for a whole year.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Longhorns get enough for the 1st down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Ewers. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Texas A&M's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Reed. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and made. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Brad.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Got a man. It's Moore. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. The Longhorns get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Ewers. Feeling some heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it to the right here. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Aggies are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Here comes the Texas offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Ewers. Gets it out fast. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the 1st down, get it out of my hand, get the 1st down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A little screen to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Got it in the middle. It's golden. Oh, look out. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. just rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds the tight end.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Aggies are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. They're going to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Barber. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
With jet sweep pass. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Now we got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's got an open man. And And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Getting some heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Reed. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Texas A&M going quickly. They'll try the right side. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Daniels. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Moss. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Watson. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Looking to move it through the air. Got it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. They're trying to get to it. Another incompletion on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Good right down the boulevard. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Dropping back, it's Ewers. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the big-time players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional duel between the Longhorns and the Aggies. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Got him downfield. Afterburner's coming. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships too.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Watson. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
In the red area, it's Moss. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Smashes it between the uprights. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside is 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Hard running there. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. On the move, it's Moss. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Slicing and dicing through this this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Coming after it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
The sure hands, it's Moss.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the running back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Movement here from the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Golden. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Caught in the backfield, it's held. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
I think they tried to slip it to that tight end really quickly and get him the football and create some space and maybe try to make a play, but the defense said no, there is nowhere to go. Defense actually gets him for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Caught near the sideline, it's Thomas. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here comes the offense on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to it. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. The give. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On the run, it's Moss. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. I mean, they're about to run out of plays. 12th play of the drive coming up. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Pressure coming. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. No good on the two-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. On the move at the 30. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Bond. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Motion from the offense. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. On the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to blast their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside. And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Jukes his way for more. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the counter. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
One of the things I love about this defense, guys, they bring pressure from all over the yard, and that's now the 2nd sack for this corner.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Here comes the Texas offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Here's a throw downfield late. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
It is go time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be fourth down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.
I love you all. Thank y'all for watching. Tune in again. Whenever I go live, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you turn on that post notification bell. Thank you all. Love you all. Peace out.